Hello and welcome to a new edition of 5Q4. Today I'm joined by Ian Bond. Ian, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hello everyone, I'm Ian Bond. I'm the new Director and Head of the Trust and Estates team, I'm really excited to be joining Talbots and looking forward to working with some fantastic people and clients.
Excellent, thank you very much. Well, Ian, to get you settled in, I've just got some quick fire questions that I'm going to run through with yourself.
Okay.
So if you're ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Tea or coffee?
Tea?
Brown sauce or ketchup?
Has to be ketchup.
Game of Thrones or Love Island?
Neither.
Beach bum or culture vulture?
Culture vulture.
Good book or good film?
Definitely a good book.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Has to be Star Wars.
Dog walk or cat nap?
Dog walk.
Beer or bubbles?
Has to be champagne bubbles.
Hair wax or au naturel?
Au naturel.
Okay. We'll shoot straight into the questions.
Okay.
I'll go into question number one. You're new to Talbots. What are your first impressions?
First impressions, I love it. What a great place to work. It's full of some amazing people. We've got some great clients, and everyone's been so warm and friendly to me coming in, being very patient with me as I learn new systems and processes, and also introducing me to some great referrers and people that we work with. So it's been a great first couple of weeks.
Excellent. Question number two. At Talbots, we say we're different. You've worked at other firms locally. Why do you think Talbots is different?
I have worked at a number of law firms, and the one thing that stands out for me about Talbots is the fact that they allow lawyers to be lawyers and don't put lawyers in places where they're not comfortable. Too many times I've worked at law firms where, because someone's a good fee earner, they get promoted to be head of team, head of department, or they get put in charge of things that they're not naturally very good at dealing with. Here at Talbots, we are happy to let the lawyers do very good lawyer work. That's the thing that we all train for. We all like doing the sexy law. But then they bring in support teams that are very good at doing the extra that we need in order to thrive as a business. For example, Matt doing the business development, Cal and everyone in the new inquiries team, which is a fantastic way of differentiating ourselves from other law firms.
Okay, thank you very much. Question three. What three things will you look to change in trusts and estates?
I'm not going to look to change anything immediately, just enhance what we've got. Three things though that we will be looking at. The first one is a trust corporation, whereby we can offer our trust and estate services in a slightly different matter, so that we don't have individual lawyers appointed to deal with matters, that we have a more collective collegiate team effort. So if one of the lawyers goes on holiday, other people can stand in. It's not all about the individual. The second thing is to work with our sizable will bank to actually make sure that we are making the most of that, to engage with the clients to make sure that they're constantly reviewing documents and are aware of the other services we have to offer. And the third thing is to look to see if we can enhance our will offering to the residential conveyancing. We've got a very large conveyancing team doing a large number of transactions, and we want to be able to offer those clients will services wherever they are based all over the country, and so we're looking to see what systems and processes we can put in place for that.
Excellent, thank you very much. Question four. You attended the recent business update meetings. What did you think of them?
I loved them. It's really nice to work in a firm where their management are so happy to come out and engage with the staff, to tell them what they're doing and tell them why they're doing the things that we are doing and what part we can all play in it. Not every firm I've worked in have been so engaging with the staff. I think it's really incumbent on us to go along, to listen and to ask questions. It's great that we have the opportunity to ask questions, and also suggestions. So if people think these can be done in any other different way, they should put them forward, because I know the management team here are very happy to hear from the staff and very responsive to what the staff want. So let's really get engaged with those.
Okay, thank you. And that brings us on to our final question. What opportunities do you see for Talbots to grow?
Talbots is in a fantastic position. It is a dynamic firm. It has invested heavily in its technology, and it's got some great staff. The legal market is changing. There's competition from all sorts of people for what we do, and traditional law firms won't cut it, and so therefore we've got a fantastic opportunity to take our brand, to take the way that we do the work forward, so that we've got some great lawyers providing legal work for clients in a way that clients want to be serviced rather than just having the traditional thought of the lawyer's going to do it this way and the client is an afterthought. So I think it's a really exciting time for us, and that's why I joined.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Ian. Thank you for joining me today. That brings us to the end of this edition of 5Q4. Once again, I thank you, Ian, for joining me. Please keep your questions coming in to me on the below email address, and I'll see you next time for a new edition of 5Q4. Thank you very much. Bye now.